I just interviewed L.T. Hutton.
Who's that?
He produced the Tupac movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right?
All Eyes on Me,
right? And he, not only produced the movie, he was one of Tupac's go-to producers, and he produced a bunch of music with Pac. That he was in the studio a lot with him and so forth. And I've asked other people this question, but he really gave me the best answer. And the question I asked is, with bodyguards, a huge entourage, gangsters around him, Pac took it upon himself to run at this guy and attack him. Himself, with his guys behind him, but Pac took the first swing and Pac took it upon himself. Someone who is a known gangster, he was being investigated for multiple murders. Like this is a serious guy. Orlando. Orlando. In your personal point of view, knowing Pac, why do you think he did that as opposed to, well, I'll just let these other guys handle it or we'll just let this go?
I break it down in the film in the sense of who Tupac thought he had to be. That's one of those had to be to survive the world.
Who Tupac had to be. That's such
to survive the world. Like I said, in the Trinity, everything you asking me falls in one of the categories of who Tupac was, who he wanted to be, and who he had to be to survive the worlds that he was introduced into. So with that being said, Tupac took battles, a lot of battles, that weren't his own.
And that's the thing, like, you see these situations with these kids who make these decisions, these impulsive decisions that have absolutely huge ramifications. Like, when I go out now...
Did Tupac have kids?
No, no kids.
He didn't nut in one girl?
Well, I'm not saying he didn't nut at anybody, but he was big on condoms. I heard that for a fact.
So this is a responsible dude. Like, how are you so responsible with your dick when you're drunk off Hennessy and shit? You know what I mean?
He did say some things about how
he paid for some scoops.
No, like he did say how. I mean, he had a line, scared to drop a seed, hoping I ain't curse my babies. I think he was concerned about putting children in a world.
I'm just saying, this dude.
He was doing a lot of fucking.
I know he was doing a lot of fucking.
He was fucking Madonna, I heard.
Who wasn't?
A lot of people weren't.
Who?
Come on, Madonna was some prime pussy back in the day.
Madonna got some miles on it. Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice fucked Madonna. You
okay,
can't claim that as a victory.
He was a superstar at the time. His album went diamond.
Yeah, you're right. She did fuck like pre-tattoo Ice Baby.
Yeah.
Or Vanilla Ice. I don't know why I keep calling him Ice Baby.
Right, but that's the whole thing is...
That shit was hot, that song. You know when that song comes on, you rap to that. We could hate on Vanilla Ice all you want, but when that shit goes, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice back with a brand new adventure, something. Girls are holding me tight. That shit.
I do not know the words as well as you do.
You want to hit this? A Running Man?
I just remember rolling in my 5.0 with my rag top down so my hair could blow, but his hair has so much mousse in it.
That shit was not blowing,
not blowing nowhere.
He looked like Dolph Lundgren. He looked like he was about to beat up Rocky, man.
But yeah, man, like I see myself, like these days, I see myself making decisions of, something, I'm not going to go to this particular place, or I'm not going to move in this particular direction because there's a possibility of violence. And it's not because I'm scared, because I have security, I have that type of thing, but I am scared of ultimately what may happen on everybody's part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, if one of my security ends up killing somebody, ultimately I have a level of responsibility in that whole situation, whether it's the trial or whether it's the lawyer fees or whether, the fallout on a business level or whatever else. It's like, it's one thing to be prepared and to run into any situation. Like, well, I'm prepared. It's like another thing to say, I'm just going to sit this one out. I'll just go around and I'll just schedule a time when certain people aren't going to be there and so forth, because I'm scared for the other persons. A lot of times. Because
I feel like we got to stop thinking of fear as a bad thing. Fear is what keeps us alive. Fear is a survival instinct. You have a fear that one of your security could die. That's not bad. When you look over the side of a building and you feel like scared, that's keeping you alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. You got to be careful with that because fear will keep you from making decisions that will ultimately benefit you. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right.
like I'm technically not fearful of any other human being. You see what I'm saying? Like
I am. Fuck that.
No,
I see
I'm
crazy
not.
people.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm
if a
not.
homeless guy wants to fight, first of all, I don't fight nobody poorer than me. That's a rule. I own property. You know what I mean? Life is good for me. I'm not fighting you, gonna lose my property. I knock you out. You sue me. Now you got my house. Who won?
I'm not fighting nobody. Let's put it like this way. Like at
too
one
old. I'm
point,
33.
that's what I'm
What
saying.
am I-
At one point in my life, I believe in my 30s, and
I'll sue. I sue. I sue. Let me be very clear.
No,
I sue.
I remember me and my man. I remember my guy in Atlanta. You know, who sort of who I fuck with. He told me. He said, "I'm planning not to have any more fist fights for the rest of my life." And I said, "Yeah, me too." There you go.
Yeah.
I am planning on not having any more fist fights for the rest of my
Yo,
life.
I'm totally with it. You know what I think that this celebrity boxing shit?
Yeah.
Like I think in essence it's a good idea. I just think you got to take away the audience. You know what I mean? Like there was like one time I got into it with it was a whole situation, but my thing with handling it was cuz I got such fucking pride and ego and I was like, "Listen, I know I want to fight you and I know you want to fight me. Why don't we just rent out a gym? We go to Church Street Boxing, just rent out a ring. We'll do 3 2-minute rounds or 1-minute rounds. Get that testosterone out. Honestly, because I used to box. After I could shake your hand, dude. Yeah. If you fuck me up on some man shit, I could be like, yo, that's cool, man. Right. Hey, you got me. Or if I fuck you up after that, honestly, I'm gonna feel bad a little bit. I'm gonna feel empathetic.
Huh.
I mean, dude, like it's weird that balance. All I'm saying is, but to do some shit in the street where I fall, I fucking chip my tooth, now I can't shoot this show that I just booked. Are you out of your mind?
Right.
I'm gonna put away my acting career because you said something about my sneakers and I didn't like it. You're crazy.
Yep.
Come on, I got priorities, man. I'm at the stage of my career where I'm not trying to be cool, I'm trying to be great. I give a fuck about cool.
Yeah.
Cool can suck my dick. Cool is for my 20s.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be great.
I agree. I'm right there
That's
with you.
all I care about.
I'm right there with you. And I got more to lose than the average person.
Yes. You could lose more winning.
Yeah.
That's the thing people realize about fighting when you're an adult. Fighting when you're a kid, I'm not against it, man, because I think we need to be men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had my fair share of altercations growing up, and we need to find out what it is to be a man. You need to find out what it is to be brave, face your fears. I'm not against that.
No.
I really am not. And when you're younger, it's a more controlled environment in a lot of ways. And you need to learn how to be a brave person. I think we need to be brave. We need to face our fears. Sometimes you need to lose a fight. You need to fucking lose a fight to understand what that's like, to understand how you go through that.
Yeah.
That being said, when you get old, winning a fight, you lose more sometimes. You knock a motherfucker out and paralyze him, you go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying you go to fucking court, you gotta spend thousands of dollars on attorneys and that kind of shit. I'm trying to have kids and send them to college. You know what I mean? I don't got $100,000 to pay a lawyer for some court case so I can get that shit dismissed for some stupid bar fight. I want to have my kid not worry about a college loan.
Right. Well, let's talk about money.
Yeah. Also, I'm too good at shit talk. I can embarrass you too well with my mouth. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.